Hey, hey, hey. What's good, family? How you doing? What's good? Oh, yeah. We in the building. Y'all ready? Listen, family. Listen, family. What's going on, fam? It's your man, Vacayjay. And yes, we are back for another episode of Vacayjay TV and Friends. Are you excited, family? Are you excited, family? You already know how we do. All right? You already know how we do, fam. You know what I'm saying? We here to talk about the shot and a couple of other things. But make sure, hit that like button. Hit that like button real quick for me. Do me that favor. Hit that like button. And do me a favor. Drop your comments below. Drop your fire emojis below. You know we going in. And we got a lot to talk about today. All right, we got a lot to talk about today. I'm excited. I hope your weekend was great. I got my usual suspects, my squad, the Vacay All-Stars. That's right, I named y'all the Vacay All-Stars is in the building. You know what I'm saying? All right, family. So let's bring them on up because you know we got to get to it. We're going 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 to get to it, family. Let's do it. All right. First and foremost, let's bring up, my partner in crime and rhyme and all of that good stuff you see all the time. She is doing big things in these YouTube streets. That's right. We're talking about Tika Deshawn, all things ruthless. What's going on? Yeah.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Tika Deshawn. All things ruthless. You know what it is. What's good, Vacayjay TV and Friends? What's good, everybody?
What's
everybody
going
ready
on?
For this amazing episode recap that we're about to go through right now.
Absolutely. We're going to get to it. We're going to do it like and get to it. Right. Next up, we got, the legend, one of the legends out of Detroit. Okay, the legend. I call her legend. All right. Again, I'm always going to say this. I'm always going to big up. That's my sister, the first Black woman dancer of the Detroit Pistons and so many other things. Choreographer. All right. Creative director. All right. Makeup artist. That's right. Who am I talking about? Nikki on the beat. Nikki on the beat. Hey, Nikki on the beat.
Hey, bro. Hey, Vacayjay. Hey, Tika. Hey, y'all know we got baby Nico, baby bear over here.
What up?
I hope he does.
What up, nephew? What's going on, nephew? All right. And yeah, next we going to bring up, this my homie. I seen her on the platform before. Like, when I say this my homie for real, like, we talked about it the other day, and I said, you know what? This is before I knew you, Tika, and EJ, and, of course, I know Nikki for a long time before you came on the platform. But this young lady was so kind, so gentle, so nice to be the only YouTube friend to show up for my birthday party when we went live last year. She was on with my mama. That's right. She met my mama before y'all met my mama. Okay. But I love her. I appreciate her. She's so cool that it don't matter. Everybody invites her to the platform. Everybody, because she's so cool. She's so intelligent and beautiful at that. You know what I'm saying? The mama of Big Kev. All right. Out of the DMV. All right, that's right. You know who it is. It's your favorite diva, Nita. The diva's in the building.
Wow, that was a great introduction. Okay, I'm all blushing.
It's all love.
Yes, it's all love. Thank you for having me. Hey, Tika. Hey, Nita. You want to be? I'm sorry.
It's all good. I appreciate everybody for being here. We got somebody else coming through when they ready to come through, and then we'll just bring that person up. As soon as I talk about it, here they come, right?
Hey.
It got to be my sister. My sister's like, what? I get there with my brother, he'll just have to deal with it, right? I'll get there when I get there. I got to make sure I got lotion on my face. I got to make sure I'm not ashy. You know what I'm saying? I love you, sis. That's right. Y'all know who it is. One of the hardest working shorties in YouTube, okay? My other sister out of the TX, Texas, you know what I'm saying? She getting things together. Are you ready? Give me that thumbs up if you're ready. Whenever you're ready, okay? Because I'm about to do the intro. You ready? You ready? You got that? Okay, boom. All right, here we go, fam. Here we go. You know who it is. That's right. It's your girl, E to the mother freaking J. EJ, the TV junkie in the building.
Hey,
Let's go.
EJ. What's up, girl?
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
All right.
Yeah. All right. We got the full house tonight. What's going on, ladies?
Shit, it's all good, bro.
Good.
How's your weekend?
It was good.
My weekend was well after last night.
Okay.
Okay.
You had fun last night.
Yeah, yeah, I saw a little bit. I came through for a sec. I see ya. Let's go to the chat real quick. And off the top, gotta show love. Got the super chat early in the game. I appreciate that, bro. Got the super chat early. My guy. That's right, our guy. You know who it is. DeMarcus Vaughn is in the building. Thank you, my brother. Ah, man. Thank you. Appreciate the love and I appreciate the congratulations on the 8K subs. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate your love and support and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, my brother, for coming through and always supporting. Always supporting no matter what. Always supporting. All right. Listen, fam, let's shout out everybody that came through. Of course, not only do we have DeMarcus, but we also have Daria. What's going on, Daria? Hey, good to see you as always. Thank you for coming through, Daria. You already know. Appreciate your support as well for like years now. It's going on a couple years now. You know, I appreciate you. We got Rich in the building. What's good, Rich? What's going on, Rich? Richie Rich is in the building. Okay. Who else we got? We got Eric H. All right. What's up with the fire emojis? I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Absolutely. Who else we got? All right. We got everybody coming through in the building. Thank you, family. Let's get to it. Y'all ready to get to it? Man, we got a lot to talk about. And, I started this new segment on our predictions, right? Tika, on Thursday, it is called Current Events. That's right. We're doing some current events. Before we get to the shot, now listen, we're going to get to the shot. There's a lot to talk about in the shot. It was a lot that went on. Okay, but we're going to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Some people like, could have been a better episode. We'll get to that. But let's talk about these current events. Are y'all ready to talk? Because there's a lot that went on last week, this week, man. Okay. And I want to hear your thoughts, of course. I want to hear your thoughts on this. All right, let's get to it. First and foremost, on Thursday, on Thursday, me and Tika, we talked about BT, right? Talked about BT and Paramount saying, you know what? Nah, y'all don't got enough bread. They said you supposed to have $3 billion, and you don't got $3 billion, so we gonna take back this. Y'all ain't gonna be able to bid on nothing. But recently, I want to say today, according to The Source magazine, 50 is like, you know what? It ain't even worth $3 billion. And him and Shaq was supposed to get into it, bidding on it, but he was like, it's not even worth it, man. You know what? We get him next time or whatever. I want to hear your thoughts on this whole BT acquisition, non-acquisition. It's not going to be black owned again. I'm going to start off with Nikki on the beat. What are your thoughts on this incident right here? This, current.
Twofold. Okay, because I'm also an actress as well too. The thing about it is we're powerful. So my whole thing is, okay, yes, I agree with 50. If it's not even worth that, then let's take our shows off of that and put our shows where they need to be. Because our shows are the ones that are generating money anyway. And if it's not going to be black owned, which, that's a whole other situation in and of itself, then we have to take our power back. Take the power back.
Okay. Well, we got the power and the influence, you know what I'm saying? And we got the dollars. We do got way more. If everybody combined, we do got way more than $3 billion. But EJ, what's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on this whole incident right here about Paramount saying, nah, you don't got enough bread?
Yeah, I think that my thoughts on it is that they didn't want to sell it from the beginning. if that makes sense. I think you put it at an astronomical price when you know that it's not worth it. You know, I'm a huge TP fan. I love Tyler Perry, but he's the only thing that's holding down BET Plus at this moment. Not to mention, I mean, not saying BET Plus, but BET, because, you know, they're separate entities. I'm sorry, but BET. But he's the only thing that really holds them down. If you think about the shows that are on BET, it's not the same. It's not what it used to be. I personally don't really even look at BET. I look at BET Plus. I look at the streaming app, and I ride with the streaming app. But I think that they didn't really intend to sell it. I think that they tried to create this idea, this concept that they wanted to sell it and, you know, put it where it should be. But I think it was all just, I think they were gaslighting, and that they never really had real intentions. So, and I don't think that it's worth $3 billion at all. And I think they know that.
I think they know that too. Yeah, I agree with you. I think they know that too. And it's like they just want, you know, how you want to sell something and you really know how much you pay. Like you trying to sell a t-shirt, you know, when you put it together, it only was like a good $5, but I'm gonna sell you 20. I'm gonna say it's 20 for you. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what Paramount trying to do, just trying to overprice whatever it is and say, hey, give us all the money. You know what I'm saying? Give us all the money when they not really into it anyway. Nita, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think they're being greedy, actually, because I think that they think that Tyler Perry, well, it's not think, it's a known fact that he got the coin. But I think they've just overplayed their hand, and so now they stuck with nothing. So I don't know. But I agree with a little bit of everybody. So we shall see.
Okay. Last but not least, Tika Deshawn, my question for you with this whole, you know what, we taking it off of the shelf. We're not offering that anymore. Do you think your boy, our boy, Tyler Perry, is going to pull his stuff off of BET Plus now because of all of this? See, nobody think about that, right? It's like, hey, you know what? You don't want to let this rock? Maybe I should just take all my stuff off and just do my own app and do my own streaming. What do you think?
You know, Tyler Perry has been trying to get his own network for years. I honestly don't know what's holding him back right now. I'm sure I don't know if it has anything to do with money or the whole process, but he's been trying to acquire his own network for years. As far as taking his content off, it's a possibility. I don't think it will happen anytime soon because the contracts that he has with shows such as Sisters, The Oval, not to omit All the Queen's Men that comes on later on, Zatima that comes on later on the regular BET, even Ruthless, of course, that comes on later on. So the only way, if he does that, he'll do what he did with Oprah Winfrey, allow all of those shows to, or the own network, he'll do allow all those shows to run out and then move them over to BET Plus completely. He literally, like EJ said, he's literally the only thing that's with his content is the only thing that's holding BET together right now.
Absolutely. I mean, even with the show that y'all cover, All the Queen's Men, he's executive producer on that, right? I mean, there's a lot of shows, even that Michael Blackston, he's the executive producer on that. So, I mean, he pretty much is running BET Plus right now. So, you know, we see some folks in the chat like, yeah, he should just take his stuff and go and everything. But just like you said, Tika, yeah, he got to finish his contracts out and keep it moving. Okay.
Yeah, Jay. Jay. Something with that too. Yeah. Okay, so all the Queen's Men is originally written by and conceived by Christian Keys, who's actually from Detroit, one of my fellow play brothers.
Yes.
The thing with Tyler, he even knew his purpose way back when he was doing his plays before, because when he was first supposed to go on TV with his first television show, there was supposed to be a deal with Fox. Fox wanted him to replace David Mann and Tamala Mann as Cora and Mr. Brown. Now, you know, he was smart about it. He built up his whole situation through the play circuit. Those are beloved characters. So like he said, if you don't want my people, you don't want me. So another one of my friends, Gary Lil G from Silk, was in his show. He came out at the end of the show, and Tyler actually explained to all of us why there was such a wait, even in the beginning, to get his show on television to begin with. He said, we waited. He said, the thing about it is, if you don't want people, you don't want me. And that's why he originally went to TBS. So here's the thing. I could see him taking his stuff and walking because he knows his power and his purpose. He knows he's got it. He knows that he's the one that's bringing in the money and bringing in the coin. And I, same thing, EJ, I watch BET Plus. So that's my thing.
Listen, we know our talent. We know our power. You know what? If you don't see the value in it, listen, we're going to eventually do our own thing. And I think that's exactly what I agree with all of y'all. I think that's exactly where Tyler's going. Like, even if this deal didn't go through, the plan is probably always to become his own mogul and conglomerate, streaming everything Tyler Perry studio. I mean, if y'all been to the studio, I've been to the studio a couple times. I mean, I haven't been in like, Tika, she all up on in the set, she in the back, Tika got her. Yeah, I know. I'm giving you your props. No, you're going to take it. You're going to take it. You know what I'm saying? She in the background. She on the set with Tyler Perry. Like, hey, Tyler. Yeah. But that's where he's going. I mean, the man getting Marvel money. Okay. He getting big budgets, Amazon Prime. You know what I'm saying? All of that. So we ain't really worried about Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry going to make it do what he do. Turn around. He might go ahead and link up with 50, Shaq, and all of them and do something way different. Maybe Magic can come into the picture too. You know what I'm saying? That's another. Okay, let's get to it. I'm not going into details with this. I'm just making an announcement. We're not discussing it because it's been discussed a million times. Again, like I said last week, R.I.P. to Kiki and Darius, okay? And we already know what happened with the whole boyfriend song. We know about it, okay? But here's the latest news. This is crazy timing, right? Because they just announced in the local news here in Las Vegas that Usher has announced his final show dates for Las Vegas Strip. So if you ever wanted to see Usher, now is the time because he's going out, okay? It's done. So it's kind of perfect timing that he's going to get back into creating new music. You think it's a coincidence? EJ, you think it's a coincidence that this, he just kind of just jumped on this opportunity to get back into the music, being that his contract is up?
I mean, honestly, I think that all things happen for a reason. I think that Bonehead made a bonehead decision and everything just kind of fell into place. One thing about Kiki and one thing about Usher is that they know how to use events to turn it into money and turn it into advertising, to use it as promotion. Right. And that's exactly what they did. So now it just all played out this way. I don't think it was even planned. I think it just all worked out and boom, there you go. So True. And I love me some Usher, so you already know.
Yes. There's no debating that. I told Tika the other day, I said, listen, there's no denying Usher's music. We love how Usher does it, right? We love the music. Everybody love the shows. Like, we ain't tripping off of Usher's music. That's no denying. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. Anybody else want to jump in real quick before we go to the next? Because, like I said, I'm not trying to stay on this. Okay, we good? Everybody good? Okay. If y'all want to see Usher, I'm in Vegas. Holla at your boy, okay? Holla at your boy. All right, next one, real quick. Again, we're trying to go through these current events. Again, it's still the Chicago takeover, right? So again, Tommy's coming September 1st. Is that next week? Isn't that next Friday? Isn't September 1st next Friday? Check your calendars. I think it's next Friday.
Yes.
Crazy, right? Came so quick. Right. So everybody, I got some information for y'all, some new updates. Okay. New updates, inside stuff. Okay. I got it directly, and shout out to my man, my guy, my new guy. Okay. His name is Manuel Eduardo Ramirez. So you got to say Ramirez with the R. Do you know who that is? Do you know who he is? This is Miguel Garcia. Yes. That's Miguel Garcia representing, the Mexicans, Mexican cartel. Okay. He's got so this is my guy here. Right. So, I sent him, that breakdown that I did. Right. And somebody tagged him and everything else like that. So we're going to connect once the strikes are over. I mentioned that on the final predictions, but he sent me a YouTube video, and shout out to TV with Missy. Shout out to her because she did an exclusive video with information on who the real big bad is. Behind every man, there's a woman. Like, get the heck out there and make it happen, right? So I want to introduce y'all to this young lady right here, and I call her young, Abuelita Garcia. She is the grandmother of Miguel and Maria Garcia, but she is the brains behind this whole operation. This is the description right here. Like, she is the brains behind it all. Okay. And yeah, y'all can screenshot that. I'm not really going to get into details of it, but she's the one that's been doing it. She groomed her grandson, Miguel, to become one of the biggest drug dealers in Chicago, right? She's the brains behind his success. So, ladies, what do you think about Abuelita? Is she gonna be like a crazy, menacing force? You know, anybody could jump in. Anybody could jump in. You know, that's grandma right there.
Like Griselda Blanca. That'd be cool.
Right.
I just like looking at her documentaries.
I was just about to say, if she anything like Madam's grandmama, she gonna be ruthless for real. So yeah, this is enjoyable. I'm loving to see the grannies step in and show their muscle. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, I mean, Tommy, is grandma going to accept Irish Tommy with her granddaughter? That's the question. Okay. We'll find out. We'll find out. Okay. Let's get to it. Let's get to this breakdown of episode 3, family. Thank you for humoring me, rolling with me on the current events. All right. So we're going to get to this episode 3. So I just had to get that out. A lot of people, I think, were expecting certain things based on the trailer, family. Okay. Based on the trailer, they was expecting something to happen with Darnell and Duda. But let's go real quick to the people, right? Let's go to the polls. You know, I asked the people, I asked the family, the Vacay fam, you know, what did they think about episode 3? And they said, 55% gave it 10 out of 10, flames right there. Right. And the lowest percentage is 6 out of 10, right? 9%. So let's go to all of you. All right. We'll start off with Tika Deshawn. Tika Deshawn, what is your rating for episode 3 of The Chi?
I actually gave it an 8 this time. I was still rocking with it. I was still hyped about everything that happened. Again, I was one of those people that was expecting something more with Duda and Darnell, but because that didn't happen, that I guess that's what I get for going in with high expectations. But overall, I still loved it, but I gave it an 8 this time.
Okay, you gave it an 8. Okay. Needed a Diva. What is your rating? I saw your great video, family. If you want to see a great recap, definitely check out Needed a Diva's recap because it was really good, well put together, crazy edits, couple of clips. I was like, this is dope. Look at Nita doing her thing. I'm proud of Nita. What's your rating for this episode?
Thank you so much. I give it a 7.5, 8. I'm cool on it. A lot of things don't have to go down for me. I'm not big on violence. I have to see all of that or whatever. I think it's really the calm before the storm. And I think they had a lot of good storylines. If I was on a recap for 45 minutes, it had to be some material there. So
right.
Or with the child.
You sure were. I mean, you went in too. You went in. It was listen, make sure y'all go over to Nita Diva's channel and check that recap because she did her thing. It was a lot of comedy, a lot of clips coming in. Like, I mean, it was dope. I really enjoyed it. EJ, hey sis, hey, are you there? Oh, I thought you went to sleep. My bad. You good? Okay, my bad. Okay. So yeah, got you. What is your rating for the episode, ma'am?
I liked a good house party, so I'm going to give it an 8.5. I thought it was a really good episode, and that was mainly because they had everybody there. The only person that really wasn't there was, I want to say, Papa, because he was at work, of course, and Tracy wasn't there, but that was awkward with Duda there, so I get why maybe she wasn't there, and not to mention it's their housewoman. So, I mean, I understand why they weren't there, but just the fact that they had everybody in this one environment, that took it up a level for me, because that's not something that we see, is all of the characters in one specific spot.
Right.
It doesn't happen that often, so I thought that was dope.
Okay. Nita, I got you, Nita. Nikki. I'll be mixing Nita, Nikki, Tika. I'll be calling Tika Tiki. Like, okay, Nikki on the beat. What's your rating for this episode?
Like we talked about before, I gave it a 7.5. This was definitely another episode that had foreshadowing in it and showing probably what is going to come, the setup for the next few episodes. So that's what I'm pretty much giving that. I mean, it was still very good. It was still interesting. Yes, I did love what EJ said. I loved having all the characters pretty much in one setting, and now you got to see them all kind of interact together for the most part. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's yet to come.
Okay. Cool. Tika Deshawn. What is your rating?
I gave it an 8. I gave you it already.
Gave it an 8?
I gave it an 8. I gave it an 8. But since EJ mentioned it, the whole wobble, the whole party, the house party, I was in that. Like I was in my bed, like wobble baby. Like I was in that. So you know that was a homey, barbecue-ish, home party, housewarming type vibe. I enjoyed that as well.
Right. Okay. So I give it a 7.3. Okay. Because I wanted some action. Yeah, okay. We jumped up when the wobble came on. I did do that. Okay, like we could do that right now. We could take a dance break. Okay, I'm not playing a song. Y'all could just imagine it in your heads and just start dancing. Okay. Yeah, we had fun. Listen, this was a fun episode. You know what I'm saying? It's a housewoman. Like, who don't want a housewoman? You know what I'm saying? Like Keisha got the air fryer, right? Nuck is in there trying to light up, and she's like, "Get your ass out of here! You can't be smoking in here." That's another story we're gonna talk about, right? What else went down? Freaking EJ, not you, EJ. Little boy EJ called his brother a little bitch. I mean, don't be a little bitch. I mean, and then homeboy with the braids. I mean, he just bringing the real, like, trying to get Emmett to go backwards. You know what I mean? Like, yo, these girls are talking, they want us to do this and want us to do that and all this and that. Yeah, that happened. And even Keisha's friend that was pregnant was like, how much you pay for rent? How much you pay for mortgage? You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to bring her back. And she's like, no, we good. We moving forward. You know what I'm saying? We working things out. So there's a lot of things that went down up in there. And I mean, where's the wobble at? I want to see y'all dance. I want to see y'all wobble. Go ahead. I need y'all to shake the girls. Go ahead, get the wobble on. Wobble, baby. Come on, get it. All right. But I did have a good time with this, for real. I hope y'all had a good time too. There you go, Nita. Get it. Oh, wait, I gotta take these people off the screen. We gotta see Nita bounce. Come on, bounce, baby. All right. So, I mean, again, it was a cool vibe. Like EJ said, everybody came together, except for, was Jake there? I didn't see Jake.
Yeah, Jake, Gemma, Tracy, and Papa.
Are they phasing him out, maybe? Do y'all think?
Yeah, EJ said Jake, Gemma, and who?
Jake, Gemma, Tracy, and Papa. He was at work. Those were the main people. Those were the 4 other main characters that weren't there.
Right.
Everybody else was here.
Right. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Do things differently. What stood out to y'all that y'all want to talk about? Because there was a lot that went down. Anybody could jump in and start it.
Can I start?
You can start, EJ.
Okay. So what stood out to me was I had been waiting on Nuck and Keisha to have this moment for forever, because that has been a loaded blicky, you know what I'm saying? Like, for the longest. Like, I mean, imagine the worst thing happening to somebody. You're supposed to be all hard and stuff, but you see how soft he was. Like, he really felt something. He felt a way about what happened. If I had just got up and came and got you, this would have never happened. And I think for the viewers, we all thought that, Nuck ain't been nothing but a piece of crap to most of us, you know what I'm saying? And then the fact that she's going to see him and she's waiting at that bus station, and it's directly related to the fact that he didn't come and get her. Like, ain't nobody rolled for him. Like, everybody hate him. Like, I mean, well, I'm speaking for me and all the other people that hate him. But yeah, so that was one of the biggest things that stood out to me. I mean, I'm sorry, yeah, everybody disliked him. But yeah, that was one of the biggest things that stood out to me. And I really, really enjoyed that moment. But I still don't feel like the full reconciliation is there. You could tell that maybe he wanted to go in for a hug. Like it's something else. He's looking for something. I don't know exactly what it is, but she's like, I forgive you. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It just felt like it wasn't finished. It wasn't complete because Emmett walked up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Any one of y'all could jump in.
I was just about to say that to me, what really took me is how easily she forgave him. And it really made me upset on how she keeps treating her mother like she has some residual resentment with her, but she's so easily to forgive him. And it was just odd for me. I thought it came really fast. It did look like there was some kind of chemistry going on there. I don't know if they ever did that or whatever, but
yeah,
it felt like there was something there. And I was hoping that we're not going to go there. So I hope we don't hug. I hope we don't connect those energies because she's with somebody else. Like we don't even need to add that to the mix. So
okay.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but I do think. Can I say this real quick? Can I say this real quick? Oh, I just want to say that I think Nita, for the part that you said about how she was so quick to forgive him, I think she's had a lot of time to sit with this, and I think that her forgiveness comes from for her moving on. I think that she has no choice but to forgive him in order for her to go through something that she went through that was that disturbing, that emotionally draining. I think she has to forgive him. Otherwise, if she finds no forgiveness in him, she can't move on and she can't be a mother to this child who is the product of such a heinous crime. So I think that's why she forgives him, for herself, not for him. But that's all I wanted to say. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely a partial cathartic moment, not all the way cathartic, because it was like you wanted to feel that finality of that hug and kind of her just that exhale moment, not a love moment, but just, thank you for giving me that. Thank you I needed to hear that. Because it was such a traumatic experience that she went through. And I agree with EJ and I agree with Nina too. The thing is that in order for her, she's in mommy mode right now. She's been in mommy mode once she decided to really, really keep that child. And she's focusing on moving forward, being the best woman that she can be, being the best mother that she can be. That is first and foremost in her mind right now. So I agree. In order for her to move on, she had to let that go and also give that forgiveness, not for him really, but for her.
Okay. Tika?
Yeah, I'm gonna play devil's advocate just a little bit. Yeah, I'm glad that he was willing because I feel like Nuck is garbage. Oh, I said that I would never call anybody a name. But anyway,
true.
He's that person. He was wrong for not picking her up. However, Keisha got to take some accountability too, because your behind's supposed to be at home somewhere. You out running the streets. And now you've placed not just yourself in this position, you've also placed your family, your brother is stressed out looking for you, trying to figure out what's going on with you. So yeah, she needed that. I apologize from Nuck. However, in order for her to completely move on, she's got to be able to forgive herself because she placed herself and others in a very bad position.
You better preach, Tika.
And I like that. Again, all different perspectives. And you're right. Like seriously, she was out there all dressed up, ready to see Nuck, you know what I'm saying, at the bus stop late at night, 10 o'clock at night. You in Chicago, you know what it is. You grew up here, right? So, while, she got kidnapped, when we feel sorry, which we should feel sorry for that whole incident. That was, again, a heartbreaking incident. Like, I agree with you, Tika. Like, she shouldn't have been there. She was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Nuck, he should have picked up in the whole nine, but he should have picked up from the crib or picked up from Smokies or whatever it was at the time. It wasn't Smokies, it was something else, right? I'll pick me up at the, spot, the mutual spot that everybody goes to, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll meet you down the block from there. But it was just on a corner on a dark street. Like, are you serious right now? So I'm glad that she forgave. And just like you said, she's in mommy mode right now. she's definitely at a more mature place. Like she's growing. I see the growth in her. I see her really trying to become a better woman, a better mother, a better everything. You know what I'm saying? With all odds against them and dude about to just terrorize them. So anyway, all right. Anything else stood out? Anybody?
I'll say as far as the whole stepmom and the mom situation where little bad boy was cursing and she got defensive. I understand she felt as if they were challenging her motherly skills, her mothering skills, but sometimes you just gotta listen. You can't always, take offense because just as even though Emmett should have went ahead and handled that, not waited. He should have went ahead and handled that situation. But once Keisha had something to say, the ears still should have been open. Y'all supposed to be friends. Y'all like popping collars because you got a car and you got a house. Like the ears still should have been open. I mean, I'm just saying, I've been in that stepmother position. And so you have to know how to communicate with somebody that's dealing with your children, because at the end of the day, you don't want them mistreating your children because you and them can't get along. So I just think that whole situation, Tiff, she got, she took it the wrong way. And I felt like she shouldn't have taken it that way. She should have just been open to listen to what they were saying.
Got you.
I think it's human all the way around. The first thing when you're challenged, your parenthood, your motherhood is challenged, is to get defensive. It really is. It's so normal, and so it's like almost like a reflection, a reaction, or something like that. Just like a
it's like who are you to tell me how to raise my child? That's what it is, right?
Yeah, it's one of those type things. But I'm glad that she did have the aha moment later on in the episode.
Yeah. The car.
And just to piggyback off of what Nita said, I think while I do get that, Tiff took offense to what Keisha said, we got to think about the way that Keisha presented this. She presented this in such a way that you couldn't help but take offense to it. It felt like this entire time Keisha has had this chip on her shoulder. I don't know what it has been, but something about Keisha in this season has been so different from just the past season. It's like everybody she's having these issues, like she's just kind of like with everybody. It's the way that she said it. I feel like if she had said it differently, because first of all, Emmett said he was going to handle it, but if you were going to say something, it just needed to come from a different place. So naturally, Tiff was going to get offensive because of how it was like, what? Wait a minute, that's how you gonna come at me? So I get it, but I am happy that later on in the car she saw it and she had to see it. She was like, okay, I get where they're coming from, but I feel like she could have gotten there without the way that she came at her. And I think that's what the issue was that part. Not necessarily the words, but it was just the way it was presented. Because I took offense. I was like, girl, I'm gonna be like, bye.
But you know what though? Like, I really think, and again, y'all can agree or disagree. I really think it was the timing of the whole thing. Like, they could have waited to talk about this way later. Like, next episode, you ain't have to do this at the house, woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, Emmett could have just called her later or met up with her later, because, we're going to talk about the whole Emmett and going to breakfast and all of that and moving out the apartment. We'll talk about that. But, like, like Emmett could have been like, all right, Keisha, I'm going to handle it. And then talk to Tiff privately and had that, just I'm the father, you're the mother, just privately have that conversation. And then he could have went back to Keisha and said, listen, we had a discussion about it. She was more understanding. I think she would have been more understanding if it was just them two talking and not Keisha jumping in like, I'm not only think that's not funny. Like that was it. That was it. She came with that. You know what I'm saying? Nikki, you agree?
I agree. It's timing and how it was served. So I'm like, take an image for a second. Your favorite meal is cooking on the grill right now, and then your mouth is watering for it, and then all of a sudden somebody grabs a garbage can lid and then puts your favorite meal on that garbage can lid and serves it. Is it going to be appetizing the way it's presented? Absolutely not. Yeah. So I agree. Like, yeah, she realized later on, but I agree how it was served and the timing of when it was served. It could have waited. It could have waited to a more opportune time where cooler heads could have prevailed, not in the moment that it happened at that time. So, yeah, definitely a new time and a new opportunity to do that. That wasn't the right.
I agree. Emmett just get pressured into doing whatever. He's so off. Like he's so off this season that it's just like, here's a strap. Here's a gift. I don't want to open it right now. No, open it right now. Now you need to open it in private. Well, I'll do it later. No, do it now. Like, dude, he again, some people said Emmett is weak, and I'm seeing that. I'm really seeing this weak side of him. I hope it turns around. Tika, do you think it's going to turn around for Emmett? Is he going like, I mean, he's fumbling the strap in the mirror. Like, come on, dog.
Emmett is still literally trying to figure out life. This man, and I'm not making excuses for Emmett, but he has Keisha in his ear. He's got Tiffany in his ear. He's got all these other baby mamas. Y'all know he got 2 other baby mamas in his ear. Then he got his daddy Darnell in his ear, and of course he got Duda in his ear. And there's no telling what else his mama is, adding to it. He's a man. He's trying to deal with literally the pressures of the world. And this man is also a business owner who has gotten into business with the devil. So he has a lot that he's got to tackle. And I hate to put this, I know this is a TV show, but this is some real life stuff. Like, I'm not a man, never been a man, but men every day, this is what they are faced with. And his timing again could have been a little bit better. I hope that he doesn't end up on the bad side with Duda. I hope he doesn't step over to the dark side for good. I hope there is a way that he can move away from everything that's messing with him right now. Yeah, he's got a lot. He's got a lot of pressure.
Emmett got to get it together. All right, I'm rooting for him. I want him to get out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? I want him to become, come on, man. Like, flex, bro. Like become a man, like, already, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go, bro. Let's go. Okay, let's keep it light. Let's go back to light. Look at your boy. Look at your boy. My boy. Our boy. Kevin. He's in love. He's in love. All right. And Emmett rolls over to him because he's not dancing. I heard somebody say, I don't know if it was you, Nita. Somebody said, yeah, he wasn't dancing because he was full from eating all that food. I don't know who said that, but that was so funny. Like, that was who? That was you? Oh man, that was funny, Nita. He was like, yo, he took all that food because he don't got a home cooked meal, and he's looking at Maisha, and she looking at him like a snack. You know what I'm saying? So Emmett is like, yo, what's going on? You gonna get back with her? If I had my house, I'll be, doing all this and that. He's like, you doing at your mom's house, right? So what's gonna happen? I don't know if this is really the right move for Kevin right now. I mean, he knows he has girl problems. Is this gonna be another girl problem? I'm gonna start with you, Tika.
Hopefully they'll just keep this stuff on the low for now. Just keep. It's inevitable. They are going to be together whether I want them to or not. But just move a little different. Move neatly. Don't put it out in everybody's face, everybody's business. It's obvious that it is, it's clear that they like each other. There's an attraction between the two. But the ones who it really mattered to, such as Papa and Gemma, unfortunately has seen it. Gemma, like, just curve those people, keep them out your business, and then maybe the next go round, maybe last episode, y'all can leave off happily ever after, because it's going to create a lot of friction between a lot of people. I'm not looking forward to that.
Right. Nikki on the beat. What's happening with Kavisha? Is it going to happen? I mean, they're going to keep on the low. Is Gemma going to blow it up? Because Gemma.
Gemma can't say anything right now. She needs to keep her lips sealed and just be mad about it later and push at this point, because we already know her history and her track record. But I mean, whether we want this Kavisha storyline or not, I think they need to establish in private who and what they are to each other, and they need to figure that out first before you start presenting things to the rest of everyone else, especially if you're not sure. Because in that case, if you're not sure and anyone else sees that you're not sure, all of the parties involved that were attached to them at one point in time can now bring that up to them and kind of shut that down and have a reason to say something negative about it. So establish who and what you are first, figure it out as friends, not because of, any other little puppy love things going on at this point. Figure it out first. Establish something privately first, and then present it to the world if that's what it is.
Okay. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. I want to know, Rob is doing this investigation. He got 100 racks for the business, but he also got 100 racks to find out what happened to Uncle Q. All right. They had the conversation with Nuck outside, right? Did Rob believe Nuck?
Nope. He knows he knows the answer to his question. He knows the answer to this already. He just, maybe he's not willing to accept it. Maybe that's not what he wants, because we already know he doesn't want smoke with Duda. He pretty much said that when Tiff brought the concept of them starting their own thing, so he doesn't want that. And I think that he just doesn't want to, say what it is. But I think he knows exactly what's going on, and he knows that Nuck knows, and he just has to get Nuck to say it. But shoot, I don't know if he want to hear it.
Right. Tika, I think you said it last week. I think that was you, that he knows that Duda did it because Nuck showed the picture to Rob. Was that you? Did you say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. You want to expand on that?
He knows, and Rob is not stupid. He just wants verbal confirmation, but the denial or the not admitting is pretty much Rob sees him for who he really is anyway. But then I don't like how Nuck tried to throw it off on Trig, Victor. I don't like how he tried to throw it off on him and say, oh, well, him and Victor had beef, like so now you're trying to throw Vic in the mix of what your boss did. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't really like that. I guess he didn't think I caught that, but I caught that. Like, bro, don't try to do that. Don't do Victor like that. He's trying to change his life, and you're trying to throw him in the mix of what your boss has done. So,
right. I mean, Nita,
do
you agree that he was trying to throw him off?
Eventually question Nuck. I knew that.
Right.
Yeah, he was definitely deflecting to try to push it off of him. So yeah.
But,
a serious allegation like that, I probably would have just stopped right there and been like, no, I wouldn't have been trying to, because that's serious. You don't even know what's going to happen. So even though didn't Trig have a part to play? Is he the one
to get rid of the body?
He got rid of the body.
Yep, get rid of the body.
Set him up. Duda set him up and said, hey, bring the card, and I'm gonna make you do this and all this and that. And he's like, well, I'm running for office. He's like, I'm the reason why you in office and why you staying. I gotta do what I gotta do so you could do what you could do. Remember that?
I remember.
He needed his hands to be dirty, like so that
he could have something on him just to try to use. But Vic, of course, he gonna forget that. Okay. Nikki on the beat, jump in here. I want to talk about when Duda came to the party. Okay. Your boy, as Nita said, as I said as well, when I watched it, he sucked the energy out of the room. If you watched it, like I watched it, on my surround sound, and when he walked in, it said boom, like it was a big deal, like everybody was like,
just sucked it all out. The worst wet blanket ever.
Yeah, I mean, have you been in the room and somebody came through and it was like, ah, damn, here come this dude, right? I mean,
exactly. What would you do at that
moment? Yeah. How'd you feel about that?
Well, we know that Duda was going to be there in the first place because Duda's going to be everywhere with anything concerning Emmett at this point. Because Emmett has signed a deal with the devil. And unfortunately, Keisha sucked into this as well, too. So even a happy occasion like a housewarming and a celebration, it's still not really a celebration. You can't really breathe that easy because he's attached to it.
Yeah.
And especially the fact where he presented him that gift. He said what he said in front of everybody. I mean, Emmett knew, everybody else there knew what was up. And then, so no, I want you to take a look at it, back there, not here. It's like, seriously? So the whole thing was a setup. And it just shows that, like I said, I've always called Emmett what can't get right. Just when you think he's about to get right, then he falls back again. He can't get right again. So this is definitely, he's so green to this side of the fence where he really shouldn't be because he grew up in Chicago. He's so green. It's the ultimate foreshadowing right now. So, I mean, even though it's playing out, we can kind of see what's going to happen. We can kind of see that something treacherous and spicy is going to happen. But I just want Emmett for once to just grow some. I do.
I know. That's, So, all right, real quick. I want to go through this real quick. We see Master Mashawn, Nita. I know you don't want to call him that. She said it. In her video, she was like, I ain't calling him. That's D-Ray. I was like, I said, dude, it's hilarious. That ain't. I ain't gonna call him no master nothing. He ain't master nothing, right? But he questioning what's his name? He questioning Shad, right? He trying to get advice from, Shad trying to get advice from him. And he like, you got some money? He was like, well, I'm out of advice, right? And they end up going to the same party. But he asking the questions like, oh, you got your woman's car. Is she the breadwinner? And he's like, you don't got to explain nothing to me, man. I know you just got out of jail. Nita talked to me about that whole interaction, and even Master Mashawn's interaction when when they was at the house, and he was like, man, I know your girl is handle business, right? Hilarious. Talk to me.
He is a mess. The thing about it, he was like, men been taking care of women for years. These are reparations.
Oh yeah, yeah. That shit was like, yo. Tell me that wasn't funny though. Tell me that wasn't funny. That was hilarious. When I heard, I was like, bro.
It was some ultimate red pill stuff, but he is funny to me. But he did provide the comic relief and the whole, working. I'm like, I said, listen,
business. She out handling business. EJ, what'd you think about Darnell's advice to Shah? Because he was like, Shah was like, ain't nobody hiring no ex-con, you know what I'm saying? He was like, well, you do need to, wash a couple dishes and you better break that back out. You got to break the back.
I've been saying what Darnell was saying for the longest, and I guess we kind of got our answer, because I think I've been saying it for the last 2 weeks now. Why in the world don't he just go work at Smokey? He act like he can't get no job. You got to start somewhere, bro. You just got out of prison. You act like you're supposed to go be the CEO of a Fortune 500 company when you literally just got out the joint. Like, Smokey's is going to put some money in your pocket, make you feel like you a man, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to be able to contribute to the household. Like, come on, now, don't be hating on Smokey's, but you are willing to possibly maybe go do something else because you're looking for this big money. Like, I don't understand. I did not like the fact that he thought Smokey's was beneath him. Almost.
Well,
and
he did. Somebody made the point. Somebody made the point, EJ, that, it's the pressures of his woman trying to make him think that he got to get all this money, got to live up to her, her level. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. I don't think she is. I think he's putting that pressure on himself. Because remember remember that last episode when they was out there putting up stuff on her fence and trying to sell his old stuff. Like, he wants to do his vintage shop. He wants to do it big. And then he said, you know what? I'm inspired by my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, Emmett, he was sweeping the floors and now he owns Smokies. And look at Victor doing this. And he's looking at his boys. So it's the pressure that he's applying to himself to live up to those levels that his brothers are doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not what's her name?
You gotta start somewhere.
It's not, what's her name? What's his girl's name? Yeah. I agree. You got to start somewhere. He just ain't trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, we kind of see in the next, the what's next. I did my video, what's next. Check it out. We already see where this is going with Shad.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, watch that.
I haven't seen the trailer at all. So
check it out, Nita. What's next? Episode 4. You know your boy. You know how I do. All right. Let's get to it. Anything else y'all want to point out before I get to it? Anything else that popped out to you? You know, yeah. I mean, the whole storyline between Lene. Oh yeah, Big Papa. Let's talk about Papa. Nita, you named him MVP.
I did.
Talk about that.
Nikki, did you want to say something real quick? I didn't want to jump. If you want to.
No, go right ahead. Go right ahead, because I'm right on what you're on right now.
Okay, so what I was saying about the whole thing with Papa, I really love the way he kind of de-escalated the situation and really showed his maturity. But then at the same time, he had the word vomit, and then you saw the little boy kind of rise up. Like I called it his thought process. I was like, everything that he probably was thinking in his head, he just like spit it out in front of her, and I was like, ooh, yikes. But I mean, everything is okay, but everybody's saying that they think that was a turn off. Did y'all read it like that? I didn't read it like that.
Tika, what you think?
I salute him as a youngster, 17 going on 18, for him to step up the way that he did. He literally de-escalated a situation that could have been worse off. And it's not a lot of people. I ain't gonna say men, but there are not a lot of people that can de-escalate a situation. They will get it hyped up way worse than what it needs to be before they actually calm the situation down. So I salute him, and regardless if he dropped F-bomb, XYZ bomb, old girl was still impressed. So
right.
You know, he
was an adult, a grown up. You know what I'm saying? Not what you hear with an adult. So I gave him all the awards. I was like,
yeah,
that's what I like to see.
And he made him apologize.
Right. EJ, what's your take on Big Papa? Yeah.
That's the part that I like the most, is that he made him apologize at the end. He could have just de-escalated the situation and let it go, but he took it one step further and was like, hey, I'll throw in that apple pie that you want if, but you got to apologize. And then when he didn't give the apology the correct way, he was like, look, apologize, And so I thought that showed a lot of maturity in him. I thought that he did a good job. I think he stood up for her honor, and I think that he showed that he's really learning something, because he literally, and he shows why he's the manager. I'm pretty sure there's some people there that are a little bit older than him, but he's the manager because he said something that really stood out. Was like, these people are not mad at me. They're not mad at us. They got other stuff that they mad about, and that takes a lot of maturity to learn that. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I still haven't learned that sometimes. Because sometimes I still want to go off, and so for a 17-year-old to know that.
Yeah, we know
for a 17-year-old to know that, I say that he did an excellent job. But guys, I just want to thank everybody thank you, Jay, for having me. I got to skedaddle on to this other channel, but I appreciate seeing all of you. Nikki, always a pleasure. Tika, I love you, boo. Hey, Nita, girl. But I will talk to you guys later.
Appreciate you, EJ. Thanks for coming through. All right. So, yes, indeed. So, here's my take with Papa. Chivalry ain't dead. And your boy, Papa, did his thing. And I was proud of him that he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? And it just shows what type of upbringing he has, right? Again, the reason what I was saying, he has leadership skills. Where'd he get that from? His dad, Pastor Jackson. Okay. So it's only right that he is that mature enough to handle situations like that as far as de-escalating. And he also got some brownie points when he was like, I'll throw in a pie if you apologize to my colleague, right? So he got his brownie points, you know what I mean? At the same time, and she was very impressed and said, you know what? Nobody really stuck up for me like that. So I think he did his thing. Shout out to Papa, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, you know what? We gotta protect. We as men, this is another level of we as men. And I'm gonna say it. We as men, black men, have to protect our black women. Period. It shouldn't have been a level, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand he was upset, but you ain't have to talk to her like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? She like a young girl. She a teenager. You ain't have to do it like that. I understand you're upset about the situation, but he did his thing. So I appreciated it. You know what I'm saying? If I was 17, trying to press a 19-year-old and still handle the situation, I probably would have done the same thing. Shout out to Papa. All right. All right, let's get to it. Let's get down to it. I think this was like the most. What's going on, fam? I see you. Definitely chime in below. Again, hit that like button. Definitely hit that subscribe button on all channels, family. We appreciate you for coming through. I see y'all, family. I'm throwing up your comments as well. So I want to wrap this up with, I think, what a lot of people were disappointed with, which was the Duda Darnell confrontation. Okay. I think honestly, to be honest, and shout out to, Showtime, salute to Show Chicago, you know what I'm saying, for showing love on the IG, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? And definitely look at your direct message, because your boy sent you a message, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure we get some promotional stuff, for the crew, you know what I'm saying, for the Vacayjay and friends, so we can promote the show, you know what I'm saying? We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love the show. Okay? That's love. All right. So let's talk about this thing. And I think this was a disappointment to a lot of people. The fact that Darnell got the strap, took it, Emmett didn't know, and rolled up on Duda like, my son ain't gonna need your housewarming gift. Oh, I thought he needed protection. Nah, he just needs protection from you, Duda. And what, anything happened to my son, I'm gonna take you out myself. I was like, look at Darnell taking up for his family. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's my son. And I think, there was always, I think, since Darnell found out, and we saw that in the last episode, since Darnell found out, Nita, about Duda investing in him, I knew there was a level of like, yo, I gotta protect my son because I know who this dude is. Right, Nita? I mean, talk to me about that.
Yeah, and another thing, when he went to buy the house, Darnell offered to go with them to make sure he wasn't getting scammed and all that stuff. And he was kind of like, "Nah, I got it." And I'm like, you know what? You better be glad your father got your back, because first of all, the biggest mistake he ever made was putting a gun. You don't know if it was loaded. You don't know if the safety was on. In something so low to the ground where a small child could get to it.
I peeped that too,
baby.
I was like, come on, dog.
That's why I gave Darnell the MVP. I said, Lord, thank you, because I'm telling you, where he put that, like, my anxiety, I just kept on here. I was like, am I going to hear a gunshot go off and something, horrific happens? So, just me as a mother, that's how my anxiety just works. So,
not just you, shoot. Me is me. Like, I was like, bro, you gonna put you talking about your kids and you gonna put it in the bottom drawer? Like, he has no sense of, like, he ain't go to class. I mean, anybody who is a strap holder, you need to go take some classes on how to handle things. You ain't gonna be in the mirror talking about and fumble the ball. Like, you're not gonna do that either. It's just, I was like, bro, what are you doing? So yeah, it was going on.
That could have that impact of the fall could have land, like, ejected a bullet out, and it could have hit somebody unintentionally.
Right.
So it was all kinds of wrong going on in there, and I was just like, Lord, like, my pressure was just up, y'all. That's why I didn't think the show was slow or anything like that. I felt like it kept the suspense going. It had a lot of moving parts and stuff like that, so it was a lot going on. But I gave Darnell the MVP, and Emmett needs to listen to the right people. He's listening to the wrong people.
Right.
And, Darnell got to take some fault in that too, because he wasn't there. He was a part-time dad and all that stuff. He even admitted it. He took accountability for it earlier in this.
He did.
I think this episode 1, how he was talking to the guys, and he was like, his mom did most of the heavy lifting. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when parents try to come in, kids be kind of like, curbing you, like, I think I got it. So he better be glad Darnell with his earpiece was there for him.
Let's talk, Tika, give me your input on that. I mean, that's the part that I was like, yo, this is serious, son. This is real serious, because Darnell never take out his freaking Bluetooth, yo. When he took out the Bluetooth, I was like, it's about to go down. It's about to go down, fam. I'm telling you, it's about to go down. Tika, talk to me, yo.
Yeah, I was okay, even though I didn't get like the pow pow. And then I thought about it. I'm like, I didn't want to see Darnell go anywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
he's just being a part of his son's life. And even though Emmett is not listening to him the way he needs to, he's still in his ear. So he's showing him that, hey, your father is still here regardless of what anybody else is telling you. So I like that Darnell stood up for Emmett. Like it was more than time for him to stand up, and to stand up to someone like Judah who could unalive you at any second. That took a lot of courage, manpower on Darnell's part. So I mean, I was like, okay, thank goodness nothing happened to Darnell, but I'm glad he stood up for Emmett.
Yeah, I mean, but like so bouncing off of what you just said, Nikki, well, what Tika said, now Nikki. I think anybody that truly loves their family, right? Man, women, we gonna go all out to make sure our sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, mother, father, we gonna go all out. I don't care who you are.
Exactly.
You threaten my people's life, dog. All of that other stuff go out the window. Bluetooth comes off. Talk to me about your reaction to seeing Darnell in this moment.
How
We've
I feel
never
about my
seen
little
him like
sister.
this.
I'm telling you, I will fight a bear underwater for that one. Okay, so
Right, brother,
get
sister. Yeah,
how he felt. Remember when I talked to you earlier? I said, "Wait a minute," because I had to go back and watch it again because I was
yeah.
like, "Wait, what happened to the gun? Did the baby get to it?" Or I had to go back and watch because that made me nervous. I'm like, my heart was beating. I came in, I was like, "Wait a minute, what just happened here?" And the fact that he did put it so low, like anybody who is strap related, about gun safety. You have to pass that in order to, even be able to license to have a gun. Like that's first and
Strap.
foremost. Safety
We
is
say
first.
strap. We say strap on the channel. We
Okay,
say strap.
safety is first and foremost. Strap. So the thing about it is, with it being so low to the ground, number one, my first thing when I saw it, I thought, okay, we don't know how many bodies are on it.
Right.
Is safety on it? Why is it so low to the floor that anybody could get to it? So that's what got me a little, all up in the chest, nervous when I first saw it. So that's why I had to go back and look at it again and see that, okay, Darnell got to it. Okay, so I'm glad at least he got to it. But now this confrontation with he and Duda kind of looked at him like it was a joke, but he was dead serious. He's flat out serious. So now we can see that there's probably going to be some type of foreshadowing and some type of situation going on with the two of them now, because now it's almost like the same thing I said with Bakari last time. It's like son being caught between two quote unquote fathers.
Yeah. True. Okay. All right, let's get to a couple more things and then we're gonna wrap this thing up. All right. We're gonna lighten it up now. Yeah, I really going back to it real quick. I really wish like something happened. Like, I think that's why the brothers was like, I don't really like, because they threw us, like, honestly, they threw us off. That trailer threw us off. You know what I'm saying? We hearing strap. It's all good. I was gonna watch the episode anyway, Showtime. So it's all good. Let's talk about your girl.
It's still gonna happen. It's still gonna happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about this right here. 21 questions. You got any kids? And what he say? Oh, damn, I gotta move this thing to see what he said, right? Like the dude, Jada was questioning every man up in there. The real estate dude. He like, damn, well, none that I know of, right? I mean, she really trying to hook up her girl, Tracy. And some shout out to Showtime, the Shy on YouTube, because they have like an after show called what is it, the Chicago Tea or something like that. The Shy Tea. And Tracy mentioned like she didn't want to be the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh wheel. You know what I'm saying? So for Jada to be doing this, she does want to be alone and you know, kind of like heal and everything else like that, but she don't want to be the third, fourth, fifth wheel. What do y'all think about Jada and the questioning and Darnell having to be like, come on, stop questioning all the men at the party? You know, we'll start with Nikki on the beat.
Well, because I've kind of been in that situation before where, it's all, it's all love, yes. But I've told my friends before, don't fix me up unless if I ask. Let's not do that. And then especially because on one hand, it makes, us that are in that position feel like, okay, are you presenting me like I'm desperate? Or,
Right.
And I get it, it's all love, but let me have my soft life moment right now. Let me heal. Let me have my soft life moment. Let me get it together. And I kind of felt what Darnell was saying. He was like, how do you know she's not happy? How do you know that? Like, we have to be happy, whole, and complete in ourselves first before you go put the key to your happiness in somebody else's pocket and then get mad when they lose it. Like, it shouldn't be like that. Like, it shouldn't be like you should be linked with someone in order to be happy. They should be in addition to your happiness.
Right.
That's how I feel about that.
Okay. Anybody can jump in.
Listen,
Tracy.
all I was thinking is she trying to set Tracy up, and Tracy probably somewhat laid up on the Jamal. We don't even know what's going on.
There you go.
That's all I got.
Listen, what happened to what you said last week? You was like, they're going to meet again and they're going to become text buddies.
It takes time. It can't just happen overnight.
That's what I'm saying. You was like, she probably under Jamal.
So did we see her at all in this episode? So they could be connecting. It takes a little bit. Gotta check the background a little bit.
Again, she throwing in the Ruthless and all the Queen's Men as scenarios.
Okay, you never know.
Okay, need it.
Yeah, no, I agree wholeheartedly with Nikki. Do you know how hard, like how many times I rolled my eyes at Jada with that whole foolishness? I was like, girl, if you don't hush your mouth, I'm like, no. And there are some people who feel like they just need to have somebody, and that just irks my soul. And
she's trying to hook a girl up. Like, she really care about her girl though. Like, she happy now. She finally got Darnell. They got the house. She's like, how friends want you to have the same thing. Like, I got my husband, I got my wife. You know what I'm saying? And you're a good friend and you love your friend, so you don't want your friend to be like, okay, all of us is kissing, but you over there looking at us like, I'm all alone.
Not with just anybody, though. Not with just anybody. Maybe
those were babies. They were kids, especially the one with the braids.
But I think, who said it? Shout out to Moochie. She said it last week. She said, I think Tracy's tired of these old men. It's time for her to get up under these young men. So I think that's what Jada is like, yo, you know what? I think I heard Moochie say that. So let me hook up with these young dudes and see if they single. You know what I mean? And shout out to Todd Davis, because Todd Davis, you know how I feel about you. You fine as hell. So you know what? If you need a date, I'm your man. All right. So
I want to with Jamal though.
You want her with Jamal?
Just wishful thinking. I think it's gonna happen too.
It might happen. Listen, you never know.
Maybe episode 5.
Listen, what? After 4, we only got 4 more episodes. I mean, there's a possibility, right? I mean, your boy. You never know. I'm gonna just say that you never know what Jamal gonna get into. He might do it because they had to lock eyes and all of that, like So we gonna see. We gonna see. All right, family. That's it for right now. Anything else? Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? Did we cover everything?
I'm good.
Is the rating still the same? Your rating still the same? Okay, cool.
My rating's still the same, other than not getting to see Tracy with Jamal. But other than that, I'm good.
That would have gave me a solid point up. 9.
Exactly.
Okay. It's all the Queen's Men in Chicago. Got it. Okay. Hey, family, it's been a pleasure. Listen, I always have fun with y'all ladies. Y'all my peoples. I appreciate y'all coming through. We're going to go around the room, let the people know what y'all doing on your channels and what's coming up next on your channels. We'll start with Nita the Diva. Let's start with Nita Diva. What's happening? You muted.
Thanks for starting with me. So yeah, so I do have the shot up. Make sure y'all check that out because, baby, when I tell you I was pontificating on there, and like I said, it was 45 minutes. Trying my luck with this long form content. Check me out. See how you like it. I'm also going to be doing reality TV talk, and that is going to be on Thursday with Monique Nicole. And then I'm going to be doing a catch-up session on just like that. So yeah. So it just, and I sometimes do reactions to interviews, something that came on YouTube or something like that, and we'll just break it down and talk about it. So sometimes I come with a lunchtime live. So just, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll see you in the chat.
All right. Nikki on the beat. What's going on in your world? You got a lot going on over there too. Like, what's happening?
I do. You see your nephew's up. He finally got up. I do.
Like
So, my former label head, LL Cool J, was in town this past weekend. He tore it up, of course, as he usually does. He's someone that, especially for me performing with him, he doesn't even need anybody on stage with him. He can do a whole 2-3 hour show by himself, front to back, beginning to end, with tons of energy. So I was glad that he got back out and people got to see him like that again, like truly in his element. But tomorrow I have a 1 day only industry intensive with the dancers of Studio Detroit Dance Center with some other celebrity guest choreographers and creative directors. So we're about to put it down, about to give these babies some sauce. Got to give them some sauce.
All right. Good stuff. Big time in Detroit. All right. And what's going down? Ticket to Sean. All things Ruthless. What's happening? Miss Mega shows. What's going on?
Definitely nothing like what these ladies have going on, but I do have tomorrow I'll be doing Tika's Ruthless Ratings, where I have a few television shows that I'll be talking about. I also have what else I got? Oh, All the Queen's Men, of course. And then we got Zatima that's coming back on August 24th. So I will be doing a pre-show for Zatima, and then I'll do my recap. Both of my recaps for All the Queen's Men and Zatima will come out on Thursday. And then make sure you all are locked in on Sunday because it's going down at Virtual Club Eden. That's all I'm saying. Be there or miss out.
Yes, we know about y'all Club Eden, boy. Y'all be turning up. I stopped by. I was like, damn, what's going on in here? All right, let me get up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
All the queens were in the building that day.
All the queens, all the beautiful queens was in the building. I had to show love, you know what I'm saying, to all the queens in the building. You know what I'm saying? Talking about these men's and stuff. Okay, so what's going on with your boy? I just want to once again, thank everybody for helping us cross over 8,000 subscribers, family. Thank you so much for the love, your support, you know what I'm saying? Because again, what we all do is not easy. So to hit that 8,000, and we're real close to 9,000, family. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to me and all these beautiful ladies. All right. But thank you again for that. What do we got going on? I think, I'm supposed to be a special guest somewhere on some show called Tika's Ruthless Ratings or something like that. I think I'm supposed to be there. I guess I'm going to be there tomorrow. So when
you're so busy because, you got so much going on. It will be an amazing surprise if you show up.
I was honored to be invited to be on Tika's Ruthless Radio. So check us out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see who she going to drop on the compound. Definitely check out the What's Next for episode 4. Right, Nita? For the shot. I just dropped that. So check that out, family. Check out. I'm going to be doing some character breakdowns for all the new characters for Power Book 4-4. So check that out too. Definitely going to talk about Abuelita Garcia. You know what I'm saying? The grandma of Miguel. So check that out, okay, baby? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're going to be doing some character breakdowns for Power Book 4-4. And yeah, just look out for, the next we might probably do a final prediction for episode 4, because I mean we got over like what was it, like almost 2,000 views on that one. So I think people are kind of gravitating towards that. And we're gonna be doing the current events, for that week as well. So look out for this week. Make sure you hit the notification bells on all of our channels. All right. So when we upload a video or live or whatever it is, family, you'll get that notification. All right, family. Don't forget, if you want some more exclusives, make sure you become a Vacay VIP. Join the channel, and you're going to see some behind the scenes footage and all of that good stuff, family. Again, shout out to Show the Shy. Make sure you follow them on IG. Make sure you follow every one of these beautiful ladies on IG. Shout out to EJ and everybody that came through. Thank you, ladies. On behalf of the ladies, I am Vacayjay TV. And until next time, salute.